Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Monday, November 5. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says the government Circle project proposed for Kingston will serve as a catalyst to improve the built environment and spark new investments.
The government will bear the cost of putting in the roadway, the sewer, the water mains, and as we are in the 21st century, the information age, we have to also put in the infrastructure for an information highway, which would be all your cables and communication portals so that you can have a smart city.
Mr. Holness was speaking at the recent town hall meeting on the project. He said the development would be done in a way that preserved the environment and heritage landmarks and safeguarded security and property values. Among the specific features being considered is the use of a light rail system for public transport.
What we want people to do more than buy cars is to use a clean, reliable, and safe public passenger transportation system.
A new $16 million administrative building will be constructed to improve operations at the St. Elizabeth Infirmary. It's part of a $220 million partnership between the National Housing Trust and the Ministry of Local Government and Community Development. The cooperation will result in the construction of facilities at new and existing infirmaries across the island.
The government has made this investment because it is not a favor the government is granting. It is our obligation to provide for those who desperately needs the help.
Minister Desmond McKenzie was speaking recently during a national church service to launch Local Government and Community Development Month. This year's commemoration is being held under the theme, Protecting Those Who Are Vulnerable, Establishing Hope Through Local Governance. Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, Darrell Vaz, is urging all Jamaicans to buy into the government's ban on single-use plastic. This ban, which also applies to styrofoam containers, is to take effect on January 1, 2019. During a recent JIS think tank, Minister Vaz said the new policy would be a game-changer for all. He insisted that government was working assiduously to ensure a seamless implementation.
We're going to ensure that we do our best for the smoothest implementation, but what we need is cooperation at all levels, and most importantly, let us think about the future generations that are coming after us, and let us leave Jamaica as a better place for them environmentally.
Meanwhile, CEO of the National Environment and Planning Agency, Peter Knight, says there has so far been tremendous support from stakeholders. NEPA has established a hotline and email account to address questions on the plastic and styrofoam ban. Minister of Justice Delroy Chuck says a cabinet submission to set up the National Human Rights Institute has been completed and reviewed. The institute is being established to address human rights challenges and protect the freedom of citizens.
Let me say that Jamaica, both parties, the People's National Party and the Jamaica Labour Party, when they form government, have been fully committed to the promotion, protection, and the enhancement of human rights.
The Justice Minister was speaking at the recent opening of a two-day regional meeting for advancing recommendations for addressing gaps in human rights response. It's part of the Pan-Caribbean Partnership Justice for All program, which is a regional response to the United Nations Political Declaration to lessen AIDS-related discrimination. All mothers who deliver babies at the Mandeville Regional Hospital now have the benefit of receiving support and training in proper breastfeeding techniques. This follows the recent opening of the hospital's breastfeeding training room for mothers. To support this, hospital staff have received 20 hours of training through an e-learning platform. The Mandeville Regional Hospital is on a drive to receive a baby-friendly certification by delivering the global gold standard of patient care for mothers and newborns. And finally, the mental health of Jamaica's young people is one of the major areas of focus for this year's Observation of Youth Month. This November's observance is being done under the theme, Level Up.
For us, it is really a call for action for all our young people right across the length and breadth of Jamaica to really do some introspection, some reflection, regardless of where you are in life. There are areas in which we believe all of us could do better, could improve upon.
the Youth State Minister was addressing a recent JIS think tank. During Youth Month, the ministry will be partnering with USAID through its Safe Schools program to engage young people in their schools and communities and provide them with opportunities to level up. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.